Si Bini Joanna, in her social media post, reviewed the movie Sunshine. Ayon sa leader ng nation's girl group, I love how it tackled mental health. When that is addressed, we gain the courage to do things that may harm us. To those like Sunshine, young moms, you are seen and you are strong. Strength isn't about being tough. It's about choosing to keep going. To those who aren't, think carefully. Let's not exchange our future for temporary happiness. Actually, ang ganda ng sinabi ni Bini Joanna. Seems like a harmless assessment of the movie. Pero ito ang mga naging sagot ng pro-abortion side of the internet. Nag-apologize si Bini Joanna. Pero alam nyo, tama na siya ng una eh. Watch until the end of this video para malaman nyo kung bakit tama si Bini Joanna. Kumusta? I'm Jay Aruga, host of this channel. Pag-uusapan natin kung bakit tama ang unang mga sinabi ni Bini Joanna. But before that, pag-usapan muna natin ang pelikula na tinutukoy niya. Habang ang Hollywood ay nagmo-move a bit sa pagbalik sa pro-family, pro-life movies gaya ng recent Marvel slate na The Fantastic Four, First Steps, at kung titignan nyo rin ang napakagandang quote from its actress Vanessa Kirby, tayo naman dito sa Pilipinas, we seem to move to the opposite direction. Ang evidence nito ay ang pro-abortion propaganda film, Sunshine. Bigyan ko kayo ng summary ng pelikulang Sunshine. Hindi subtle ang pagsubo niya sa atin ng social commentary. Ang pangalan ng bida sa movie, of course, ay Sunshine. 19-year-old na gymnast na may pangarap makasali sa Olympics. Pero teka, surprise twist, preggy si ate girl. Nakatira si Sunshine with her ate na has-been gymnast. Single mom at may kapatid din sila, si Rod. Dinala siya sa doktor and then, boom, positive. Shock of the century. Of course, dahil sa gymnast siya, hindi pwedeng mabuntis. Anong ginawa ni Sunshine? Well, pumunta sa Quiapo para magpalaglag. At nung huli akong pumunta sa Quiapo, marami doon. Malapit lang sa simbahan ng Quiapo. So si Sunshine ay nag-side quest muna sa Quiapo para lang sa Grand Theft Auto. Then pumunta siya sa jowa niyang si Miggy na nagbigay ng advice to the tune of, wala kang pake, abort mo yan. Kaya yun, nagalit si Sunshine. Binasag ang windshield ni Miggy gamit ang sledgehammer ni The Girl. Ito yung isa pang character sa movie na nung una ay very mysterious. Then sinubukan ni Sunshine ang classic na inom ng alak para malaglag method. Spoiler alert, hindi gumana. At this point, mararamdaman mo na bilang viewer kung gaano ka-desperado si Sunshine patayin ang bata sa kanyang sinupupunan. And yeah, this whole movie is the quest to kill her child. Then bumili siya ulit ng pills, nagpunta sa motel, and this time hindi lang puso niya ang nasaktan, kundi pati uterus. Dinala siya sa ospital habang si The Girl umiiyak sa tabi niya. Cue moralizing OBGYN from hell. Dahil syempre, kailangan i-demonize ang mga anti-abortion people sa movie na ito. And of course, hindi kompleto ang paghammer ng pro-abortion message kung walang example ng pregnancy due to rape. At this point, inintroduce na si Mary Grace, isang 13-year-old na batang buntis na biktima ng sarili niyang tito. Sangkatutak na kamalasan ang nangyari kay Mary Grace. Pero ang nice lang naman sabihin ng pelikula ay sana may legal na paraan upang patayin ang bata sa sinapupunan ni Mary Grace para hindi na siya na-hassle. Then fast forward tayo sa BF niyang si Miggy na may pastor na ama na ginigilt trip si Sunshine into keeping the baby. Of course, bad guys na naman ang Christian sa lipunan, kalaban ng mga so-called women's rights na leftists na hindi man lang alam kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng women these days dahil para sa kanila, trans women are women. But that's a topic for another day. In the end, ang twist ay si The Girl ay anak pala niya, symbolically, na tila baga sinasabi sa kanya na pwede mo akong patayin. Twist ito hindi dahil sa surprise moment siya sa plot na hindi mo inaasahan, but rather, twist ito because the whole concept is just twisted. Natuloy ang abortion ni Sunshine at bumalik siya sa pag-gymnastics. At ang moral lesson ng story is that the life of an unborn child is not as important as one's self-interest. So yun, kinuwento ko ng movie para hindi nyo na isubject ang sarili nyo sa ganitong torture. After all this, ang unang pumasok sa isip ko ay yung buong exchange sa podcast ni James Franco para i-justify na walang moral worth ang child na i-abort mo. So panoorin natin to.
But what I think is that actually, among early fetuses, there are two very different kinds of beings. So, James, when you were an early fetus, and Elliot, when you were an early fetus, all of us, I think that we already did have moral status then. But we had moral status in virtue of our futures, in virtue of the fact that we were the beginning stages of persons. But some early fetuses will die early in pregnancy, either due to abortion or miscarriage. And in my view, that's a very different kind of entity. That's something that doesn't have a future as a person, and it doesn't have moral status.
Why would we think that what's actually going to happen to a fetus in the future is going to make this big difference between having some moral status and not? I mean, it seems like...
And can't you only judge that in hindsight?
Right, so there's a real question of how could we know? Well, often we do know. So often if we know that a woman is planning to get an abortion and we know that abortion is available to her, then we know that that fetus is going to die, that it's not a kind of thing like the fetuses that became us. It's not something with moral status, on my view.
So what you're saying is if the fetus is never destined to become a person, it doesn't have moral status. If a woman decides to have an abortion with an early fetus, just that act or that intention negates the moral status of that early fetus? Just because if she goes out and has an abortion, she's pretty certain that it's not going to become a person.
Right. So it might look like, on my view, abortion is permissible because you had the abortion.
Yeah.
But that abortion wouldn't have been permissible
Right.
if you didn't have the abortion.
Right.
Well, that's not quite so.
Okay.
That's not quite the view for, I think, two different reasons. So
Okay.
one reason is that you have moral status, and in my view, back when you were an early fetus, you had moral status. But it's not that aborting you would have been wrong, because if your mother had chosen to abort her pregnancy, then it wouldn't have been the case that you would have had moral status, because you would have died as an early fetus. So she would have been aborting something that didn't have moral status. So it's not, so my view isn't that if you do abort, abortion is okay, but if you don't abort, abortion would have been wrong. But what it turns out is that it's a contingent matter that you have moral status. You actually have moral status, but you might not have counted morally at all. If you had been aborted, you would have existed, but you just would have had this really very short existence in which you wouldn't have mattered morally.
And since we're in the topic of gymnastics, kung ikaw ay isang pro-choice, pro-abortion advocate, para i-justify na walang moral worth ang isang bata, kakailanganin mo talaga ng matinding mental gymnastics. And I think ito talaga yung big metaphor sa pelikulang Sunshine. Okay, if you're getting value from this video, baka pwede namang pa-subscribe. Pindutin nyo yung subscribe button down below. You are watching the Sentinel PH YouTube channel. Also, baka pwede namang papindot ng like button and hit that notification bell para ma-update kayo for more videos na kumakalaban sa wokeness. Okay, magpatuloy na tayo. Hindi ko dina-downplay ang plight ng isang 13-year-old na nabuntis or na-rape. Pero hindi kasalanan ng bata sa sinapupunan ang nangyari sa ina niya para siya ang tumanggap ng parusang kamatayan. Ngayon, pag-usapan na natin ang sinabi ni Bini Joanna at kung bakit siya tama. You might want to read some of these studies. Sabi dito, women who had an abortion has a 37% increased risk of depression compared to women who did not have an abortion. Ayon naman dito sa isa pang study, women who had an abortion has a 30% higher risk of getting a mental disorder. And lastly, a 2011 meta-analysis published in the British Journal of Psychiatry aggregated 22 studies and more than 160,000 women who had an abortion. Results showed an 81% increased risk of mental health problems overall. Hindi full of sunshine ang aftermath ng abortion. Contrary sa mga sinasabi ng mga bumatikos kay Bini Joanna. I talked to an ex-Planned Parenthood Director, Abby Johnson. Sa mga hindi nakakalam, ang Planned Parenthood ang pinakamalaking abortion provider in the whole world. Pinag-usapan namin ni Abby about abortion in the case of rape and the mental health impact of abortion. At ito ang sinabi niya.
They have studied this thoroughly. And what they have found is that women who conceive from sexual assault fare better emotionally if they choose to parent or place that child for adoption than women who choose to have an abortion. And they have looked at the why. They've looked at why this is. And what they found is that the women who choose to have abortions after sexual assault feel like they are being re-victimized. They feel like they are being re-traumatized during the abortion. And there's no sense of justice for them. It doesn't make them unraped. It doesn't provide any healing for them. It doesn't provide any sort of closure for them. And it causes another wound. So instead of one wound that they have to heal from, the assault, now they're having to heal from two wounds, the assault and the abortion. Whereas women who choose to have their babies, what they find is that they find some sort of victory in having the child. And they feel like they have obtained some sort of victory over the violence that was perpetrated against them. This is consistent in every study that we have seen time and time again. So as someone who considers themselves to be an advocate for women, there's no way that I can look at a woman who has been sexually assaulted and say, well, you know what? I think that you should choose an option that I know is going to be emotionally detrimental for you later in your life, right?
Yeah.
And that's abortion. There's no way that I can say to a woman and say, I know this is going to be bad for you later. I know that this is going to, possibly create suicidal ideation in you or, create depression or anxiety. I know that this is going to be super bad for you, but I think you should go ahead and choose abortion.
Kaya viewers, pagdasal natin ang mga kababayan natin who undergone abortion. Bakit hindi sila magkakaroon ng depression? Ika nga ni Mother Teresa, kung dumating na tayo sa panahon na ang isang ina kaya nang pumatay ng sarili niyang anak, imagine ninyo what kind of a world we're living in now. Hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari sa channel na ito after natin ma-release ang video na ito. Ma-cancel kaya tayo? Hindi nyo alam kung ano ang meaning ng cancel culture? Para maging informed, click nyo lang ang video right here.